Today we'll be building fire and cooling off in this yin sequence. My name's Taylor, I'll be your guide, and I ask that you have 2 props for today's yin yoga to release control. Have your blocks at the top of your mat. Today we're going to get right into it. We'll begin in tabletop on all 4s. And first start by spreading your fingers wide and pushing into the tops of your feet. Really notice your foundation here. Lengthen the crown of your head away from your spine as you create space between each vertebra. Then notice if you can slightly relax through your shoulders even as you hold yourself here. Take a deep inhale in through your nose. Stick out your tongue, sigh it out. Lion's breath. Let's do that once more. Deep inhale to fill your torso, your lungs. Stick out your tongue, sigh. Draw your right foot up so you come to land on the outside of your right hand. Then right away, grab your blocks. As you begin to lunge forward into your right leg, you can bring your blocks on their highest setting underneath your shoulders. If you would like padding on your left knee, you can always fold your mat over, give you a bit of extra cushion. We're taking a different stance on, or a different variation for dragon today, keeping us tall, strong, and proud. As people who typically like to control A-types, if you're like me, we love to keep ourselves upright by doing. And today, instead of folding forward here in dragon, which is more of a surrender, we'll stay upright and see how it feels in your body. Let the crown of your head grow light towards the sky, while your left hip flexor grows in weight as it pulls you down towards the mat. And as this fire builds lots of heat, we'll use our breath to cool. Send each inhale into your belly, allow it to fill, expand like a balloon. Each exhale, your core softens as it releases. Maybe you close your eyes down to help you soften. Shoulders may relax even as they help to hold you up. I'll take 5 more deep breaths here. Slow down each exhale. Begin to shift your hips back in space. Blocks may move to the side as you step your right foot back. Big toes come to touch, knees mat width distance apart. Let your sit bones melt towards your heels as you walk your arms out towards the top of your mat and chest melts towards the ground into child's pose. You've put in a bit of effort already. Now let yourself fully melt into the mat here. Relax into the support of the ground as your shoulder blades slide away from each other like butter. And imagine there's anchors on your sit bones that pull you closer towards your heels. Send your breath into the back side of your heart space for 5 final breaths. Do your best to fill your upper back and create space here where we so often hold tightness. Lift your head as you push into your palms and journey back up into tabletop. Take a moment here to find the ground, your stability. And on an exhale, see if you can allow yourself to soften. Left foot steps forward, dragon on the other side. Option to pad right knee and bring blocks back under your shoulders so you can lunge proudly, stand tall. Uplift yourself. And really begin to notice and play with the different energies that you feel here, or different sensations. The lightness of your upper body as it grows tall. The heaviness is your lower body as it melts, pulls towards the ground. I ask you to ponder if you can take these same sensations off of the mat as well. Where in your life can you hold control, responsibility, all the things that you need to do? But where in that space can you also soften, let go of control, find more ease. We are not meant to go, go, go and do. We need as much force and masculine energy as we do relaxation, softening energy, feminine. Notice if you tense in your shoulders, maybe you give them a bit of a roll and close your eyes if that feels safe to do so. And we'll find about 5 more deep belly breaths here. Focus on lengthening out your exhale. Begin to shift your hips back in space as you release your blocks off towards the side and step your left foot back in space. Big toes to touch, knees wide. Relax back into child's pose once more. Option to reach your fingertips forward towards the top of your mat, or invite more softness into your shoulders by creating a diamond shape with your arms. Chest and forehead remelt towards the mat. Right away, begin to notice, how does it feel to hold yourself to be strong versus physically surrendering forward to be more at ease? Begin to walk your hands towards your knees. Your upper body comes to stack over lower. Legs can come together. Lean forward so you can tuck your toes under, and then you may like to reach back and get the little ones under if they don't. If there's any sensitivity on the knees or you like padding, you may always pull your mat back slightly, folding it over itself, and rest your knees onto your mat. Your hands or fingertips may stay on the ground here as we journey into toe squats. Or you can invite yourself to walk a little bit closer. Hands may even come up onto your thighs. But today I encourage you to bring your hands over your heart. And if this feels too intense, you can always come up onto your knees, lift your sit bones off your heels. Whichever variation you choose, with your hands over your heart, envision light filling your heart space. Let your energy travel down into your heart, out of your head. And as you fill with spaciousness here, maybe you even feel some compassion for yourself. Can you translate this compassion to yourself while you're working, while you want to do, while you want to control? What's behind this need to control? And how would it feel if you were able to let go of it and to still find peace? 5 more breaths. On your next exhale, fingertips return towards the mat. Come back into tabletop, and you can unfold your mat if you did so. It may feel nice to tap the tops of your feet on the ground, or maybe some circles with the ankles. Do what you need to help wake up the feet. Once more. And then release the feet to the mat, tabletop position. Mindful to have your hips stacked over your knees, begin to walk your hands forward into melting heart. And just as the pose name suggests, our hearts melt towards the ground. And here you may bring the chin or your forehead towards the ground. And if you don't reach the ground, or you just want a little bit more comfort, you can always bring a block underneath your chest. Bring the ground closer to you. Whichever variation you choose, continue to allow yourself to melt as your sit bones spread wide. And as your upper body holds, can you loosen, let go through the lower? Think of soft soles of your feet. Release tension across your forehead and in your jaw. If you feel discomfort or pain in your lower back, try drawing your ribs together and pull your core in. Five more deep breaths. Lift your chest as you push into your palms and walk your hands back under your shoulders. Perhaps you'd like to curl your spine in the opposite direction, crown and tailbone point towards the mat. Release the curl of the spine. Come down onto your forearms. Extend your legs long behind you. And then stack your hands, elbows facing out. Head comes to rest on the back of your hands like a pillow. You can have your feet about hip or mat width distance apart here in crocodile. This will be our Shavasana today, a different way to let go and relax, a bit more grounding than having the front sides of our bodies open. But if you prefer a more traditional Shavasana, please journey there now for our last few minutes of stillness and quiet. It is safe for you to release control. It is okay for you to let go. You are free to have time for yourself. Release responsibilities. Let these words sink in just as you let your body sink into the mat, the support. Let your head rock from side to massage your forehead. Wiggle your toes, maybe roll your ankles. You draw your hands underneath your shoulders. Push yourself all the way up and come to sit back on your heels or into a cross-legged position. We'll meet with our hands in prayer at our heart centers. Bow your head so your third eye meets your fingertips. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat today, for doing this act of self-love for your mind, body, and your soul. Lift your head back up. May you feel kind words. May you speak kind words. May you think kind words. Together, we bow forward and say thank you. I hope you are feeling so amazing and ready to take on the day fully relaxed. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. I so love to hear from you and how these practices are for you. I'll see you on the mat again soon.